They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got Raj on the scopes. Now don't get sniped out the line.
Me is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the vibes of the nation. LIB in the house. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out.
See, it's 99% cap, 1% gameplay, 100% vibes. Don't bring that bullshit my way. Try your luck, go against the vibe. Where you fuck, you gon' think I'm Mike Grable the way I make them tighten up. You'll be lucky if you even score. You should read more, though I choose to live in peace. You should know I bleed more. I'm a recon man, one of the best in the sport. I keep a drone on my hip, I let it out to explore. They say that I'm on the way. I see one, I know it's more. They just ran inside a building, my EMP gon' deploy. Make them panic, play support. Crypto going manic, they tryna figure out how I do assault damage. Real just mark the surroundings, I know they can't stand it. Morosky sending out his ghost and they don't understand it. I'm headed to the high grounds to get a overstanding. Now you from a distance and your partners, they just left you stranded. Damn. You know you headed to the lobby, right? Sorry for your awful fight, I admit it was easy. Get you some practice or you always die. I know you doing that ping thing. They gone, made it out of sniper range. Level 1 knockdown shield. It's been 7 minutes in the fucking game. I'm devoted. Hit you with the devotion. Hear it wind up, quick motion. Now I'm headed with the wind to your partners, but I'm focused. See, GOAT just hit that beast on the hunt. Ghosts is ghosts. We reloaded, blow the EMP and we done. They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got Raj on the scopes. Now don't get sniped out the line.
Me is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the vibes of the nation. LIB in our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out the mud.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Peace of man. KT to the GOAT. B Walker, what it do, player? Nano. TGG. Lamont. Ames. Daniel Hall. Evan P. Lock Kick. #1 shoe plug in the city. Jose.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
What's the vibes? Football Thursday night. Most
Let me
viewed.
teach you how to
T.O.,
vibe.
what up? Big Jeffrey Cowboy. Dow Cowboys. See, I mute myself because I say Dow Cowboys. Kicks Wheel was good. Stat man.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Stat man. Hey, Stat man, you wasn't ready for me to do that today, was it?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Stat man. He said everybody running his Raiders. Duh, cause everybody on their knees. Y'all all some followers, man. 50 Tennessee Titans. 50 Titans. We ain't changing it up. We rolling Titans.
Let me teach you how to
Randy
vibe.
Moss is a Tennessee Titan legend. Understand me? Randy Moss is a Tennessee Titan legend. Who y'all got tonight, man? Before the game start, Steelers, Bengals, Joe Flacco versus Aaron Rodgers, the Senior Citizen Bowl. Who y'all got? Boy, I ain't gonna lie. That boy Aaron Rodgers still throwing beams out there. Let me hurry up and say it for Vincent Rivers get in. When VR get in here, we're not going to talk about the Steelers or Aaron Rodgers. Panthers to the Super Bowl. I told you the Panthers was going to be competitive this season. I'm glad y'all picked up where y'all quintessentially left off last year. Like still being competitive. I'm a Bama guy, so you know Bryce Young, I want him to play well. I say you 50 Eagles, T.O. I salute to everybody still running their team to their team. All them suckers that left the Cowboys and the Eagles and the Niners, the Bills and Everybody who left their team chasing Raiders, man, thumbs down, man. I'm only saluting y'all that stuck with y'all TT. Sometimes you get mossed and get dunked on and lose because your team worse, but it's all good. You loyal to your soil, baby. We didn't hire John Beast and Henry in all the finals. It don't make no difference anyways if you get Raiders TT. You ain't beating John Beast and Henry.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Finally got my first set of crystals and EAC before Moss and
Let me teach you how to vibe.
they so nasty. Hey, Pizza Man getting his first little taste of drugs right now. D'Angelo, what up? Falcons playing ball. Falcons play ball every year. Last year they had that 6-week stretch where Kirk Cousins didn't score a touchdown for 6 weeks, and then they wound up going with Penix. So it's like they was playing good. They was leading their division with Mariota, and Mariota fumbled the ball on the goal line against the Saints. Falcons always got a competitive team. Falcons just do Falcon things. Madden Crackhead was first. Thank you. I'm glad you accepting it, Cam. Mr. Upshaw was popping. Not this cowboy Kenneth Murray. 90 speed in the box. Tennessee Titan legend Kenneth Murray. 90 in the block. He said Traylon Burks wide receiver 1. I can't take it. Bro, I'm going to tell y'all now. If Traylon Burks goes to the Commanders and cut up, I'm going to pass out. I'm literally going to faint. I'm going to faint if Traylon Burks resurges his career on the Commanders with Jaden Daniels. I'm here, G. You know I'm showing up. That's what's up, man. John Henry, Anthony Tony, Lil D, number 1, smoking on a Saints pack. Let's see. Jaguars to the Super Bowl? No. Yes, that man. Look, I'm telling you, I need to tweet. Matter of fact, this is gonna be a real. Hey, Traylon Burks, I need you to write and cut me a check. I need you to send me an autographed Titans jersey or helmet or something. Ever since I made that post go viral with you being the only man that can say the Titans, within 1 week you already signed on the Commanders. Come on, brother. I got the crystal ball. I know. Nobody leaves Nashville to get worse. All right, somebody clip that. That's going up on Twitter tomorrow. All right, anyways, let's get into the Tennessee Titan world as this Steelers Bengals AFC North Senior Citizen Bowl goes on. Jonnu Smith, Tennessee Titan legend Jonnu Smith. Moss too broken. But why y'all surprised that Randy Moss got a good card? I was almost irritated looking at my Discord today. Like, how are y'all? Man, Randy Moss got. He's the reason we say Moss. Like, when has Randy Moss not had a good card on Madden? Bro, y'all really blowing my mind that people are sick. Man, can you believe the first time they dropped Moss this year? Most feared he's good. Like, duh. You know what I'm saying? Like, who didn't know Randy Moss card was going to be good? All right. He said, shapeshift, duh. Shapeshift is always good. All right. Today. Oh, my God, man. All right. So, Rabbit, what up? Need a prime time? Nah, he gets Cowboy Kims. All right, so
Let me teach you how to vibe.
let me really get into this today, cause let me crack my knuckles. I'm undefeated. I've been waiting and dying to die to debate. It just don't happen. I usually wind up telling people to have a blessed day. When it comes to this, it's an open invitation. The doors of the church is always open. Once again, we have. Why do we have Titan fans that somehow think that Thomas Udekoya tight end that we called up, that we cut and waived this past weekend. DMR gets a touchdown. KT2 don't even know who DMR is. DMR gets a touchdown. Mike Vrabel scoops in and picks him up this week. Anytime touchdown. Thomas Udekoya, international tight end signed by the Tennessee Titans that nobody on earth knows who he is because he made a super special teams play one preseason. I guarantee Thomas Udekoya, mark it, scores a touchdown Sunday some kind of way, totaling up to 6 Tennessee Titans going to be suiting up on the 53-man roster for the Patriots. Rumor mill,
Let me teach you how to
Roger
vibe.
McCreary is in the rumor mill to be traded. I'm going to give KT2 a pass on that. Him not knowing DMR is like that day when So Amazing started yelling at Sprinkle and all y'all Cowboy fans was like, who is Sprinkle? Only So Amazing knew who the 10th string tight end on the team Sprinkle was on fourth down throwing a 30-yard pass to the
Let me teach you how to
special
vibe.
teams tight end. But anyways, what is it that makes Tennessee Titan fans not want to, like, I had Titan fans today literally saying Roger McCreary was not good, that he wouldn't start anywhere. Do you think if we're 32 out of 32 NFL teams, we picked first last year, do you think anybody would trade for anybody on our roster that's not going to play on another team?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
So I guess Cheeto ain't starting. I guess Jarvis Brownlee ain't starting. I guess I ain't watched Marcus Mariota throw and run for touchdowns. I got to sit and watch Mac Nichols run a 60-yard touchdown, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry. Like, we could just go down the line of, like, former Jonnu Smith just scored a touch. Like, I don't have to go down the list of former Titans that Titan fans are so stupid that they think these players aren't good. No, they're just on the Titans. He gets burned in the red zone. Yes, because we don't have a pass rush. Ollie Gay and Jihad Ward are going to rush the passer Sunday. We have 2 edge rushers and Jalen Harrell from Michigan, the 7th round pick. That's who's going to rush the passer Sunday. Do you think there's going to be any kind of pass rush outside of Jeffrey Simmons beating a double team that's going to make a quarterback throw the ball hot?
Let me
Guys
teach you
missed
how
4
to
games in
vibe.
4 years. If they thought that they didn't want to pay him, why on earth would you trade Jarvis Brownlee Jr. to the Jets so he can play slot corner up under Sauce Gardner? Yeah, man. He must have been a locker room cancer. To who? The coaches, the guy, he might have told the coach he didn't know what he was doing because he got fired. Or starting in coming to the season, we didn't know if L'Jarius Sneed was even going to be able to play because he had a gun case. So, I mean, I guess the 24-year-old rookie wanted to win too bad to play in to play in Nashville. Man, he toxic, man. He's a locker room cancer. He want to win. Rabbit, what up? That's how the Titan fans is. Robert, what's good? Corey D, what up? Khalif Laban. I mean, bro, like, we can go down a line of all-time Titans because I'm just saying that to say this, that the Titan fan base, 80% of the fan base don't know what's going on. They don't have a clue. Some of them are holding water for the organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, if they trade Roger after trading Jarvis and losing draft value on Jarvis, I'm going to lose my mind. Because I heard something today, and it's like, well, Roger is our second best corner next to Sneed. You could argue between him and Brownlee, but clearly those are our best 3. We traded 1. Amar Davis came in from the Ravens off waivers and skipped over Marcus Harris and Darrell Baker Jr. So my question is, if they think if our fan base thinks McCreary is that bad, and that Brownlee was a locker room cancer, so much sucked so much that they cut Cheeto to start Brownlee, who is going to play corner for the Tennessee Titans? If you didn't want to pay Roger and you're going to move Jarvis to the slot and trade Roger, that would have made sense, but you traded Jarvis. So if you trade Roger, your game plan is to run Quandre Diggs at the nickel slot the rest of the season, and then next year you're going to need to draft, because if you thought Marcus Harris was good enough to play slot and move inside, you would have never went and got Amar Davis to skip over him and Baker Jr. So I'm not sure what they're like. If any of y'all know the direction of where they're trying to take this team,
Let me teach you how to
please tell me.
vibe.
Only thing I know is that Denard Wilson likes to put safeties in the box in off on run situations. That makes sense. That's the strength of our team. You got Hook, you got Xavier Woods. You take Quandre Diggs and drop him in the box for extra run support on early downs. Except for Jarvis Brownlee is the best tackling run fit cornerback in the NFL. And who's right behind him?
Let me teach you how to
Roger.
vibe.
I don't know. I don't understand what they're trying to get accomplished or what they're trying to do. But if any of y'all know, please tell me what this team is trying to do with the roster. Oh, Harold Landry is going to have multiple sacks. They might, because they got a new coach and people playing for their jobs, Bill. Trade deadline is in 2 weeks. I'm sure we can win Sunday, but I also think Vrabel's going to beat us. I want to win, but we know Vrabel. Man, Vrabel is going to run some trick play where Thomas Udecoya scores. He's going to put Josh Dobbs in the goal line situation and let him QB sneak a touchdown. Like, you know, Vrabel is like, man, Vrabel is really trying to rub it. Ground zero. You know what's about to happen. I still got to see Ready to Watch the Massacre. Is it? Corey say, you know, it's about to, come. Hey, Corey, you need to start hopping in the booth sometime and give me some of that ground. Like, some of the stuff I just pay attention to enough of it to see exactly what's about to happen. I know Ridley, Key, and Draymond is not practicing. I know Ridley, Key, and Draymond not practicing. I know some teams is in the mood for an edge rusher, and I've heard some teams.
Let me teach you how to
The Titans
vibe.
got some heat over it. A lot of us think is that the point breaker is the decision maker, while Bargonza just sitting in a duck and can't do nothing. That was obvious after the press conference Sunday. We watched it twice on stream, and if anybody wanted to know what the Titans was, how the hierarchy goes, Amy, Chad, Mike. Loading up for draft picks for the new head coach coming in. But this is my thing. The Tennessee Titans could have the whole first round to pick. I don't think they get it right. In 4 years, this team has missed on 26 or 29 draft picks, and one of the ones that they did hit on is Roger, and then I'm hearing they're gonna trade Roger. And it's the crazy part about the fan base is they're like, oh, it's gonna cost a little money to sign Roger. Wait, what? Even if we kept Adoree when Adoree was here, Adoree would have been $10 million a year. Cheeto is 13. Even if we paid Roger like mid-level money, the Titans are gonna blow more money trying to replace him in draft capital and money that won't work. Nick Westbrook, we spent $6 million on Lockett and Van Jefferson. You don't get the same production. You don't get the run blocking. You don't get the physicality. You get nothing. Like they constantly do this. Like Jonnu left, and you give Jeff Swain and Austin Hooper $10 million combined. Like they stay doing these things that don't make sense. Like when you draft a guy and you got a guy, just you spend money on Draymond, you spending money on Arden Key, and you drafting Femi in the second round pick. He's on IR. He hasn't really shown flashes. He's a project. You should have just paid Harold Landry and then just went and drafted an edge rusher. That makes sense. Like the Titans are always going to spend more money trying to fix a problem. Like they spent $7.5 million cutting Cheeto for him to go to the Ravens.
teach you
They
how
could
to
cut
vibe.
Omar Davis. Was to pay him to come start on the Titans and jump over the draft picks that you just spent on Marcus Harris. Like to me, it just does. I never trust this franchise to use their draft picks and their money right. They're gonna have more money than anybody come this upcoming offseason in cap space. What player is gonna want to sign a long-term deal and come to Nashville? I just don't see it. Becker. Yeah, I mean, how can you trust anybody when we realize Rand wasn't the problem, just like Mike Bergonzi ain't the problem, but you now know that Mike Bergonzi and Rand Carthon's hands is tied. You know, for whatever anybody think about Mike Vrabel was coaching with his hands tied. Like, yeah, I might get to go pick a lineman or something like that, but you traded AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you cut Julio Jones to have the money to sign AJ. And your marvelous game plan is Traylon Burks and Robert Woods. Looking back on it, Mike Vrabel did a Houdini trick to get 5 wins out of that roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, being honest, like when you just really look at it, like some of the stuff just don't make sense, Corey. Like they hiring yes men to come in and just be figureheads, but are they really trying to improve the team? Hope your Steelers can keep up. TJ, what up? Like, see, this is the type of stuff that'll happen. They'll do all this and then fire Bergonzi. And he won't even get to pick the coach that's coming in. He said, y'all got y'all QB. That's a hell of. Looking back on it, Bill, Malik Willis, under the right tutelage, probably would have been fine playing behind Tannehill. What probably needed to happen is Tannehill had a high ankle sprain injury because Todd Downing ran a trick play where Malik Willis and Tannehill was on the field at the same time. They both got hit and Tannehill got hurt. I don't think Tannehill ever really recovered from that high ankle surgery. But if you think about it, maybe, just maybe, if they wasn't burning their draft picks on QBs and stuff like that, that Tannehill would have been fine. Maybe, just maybe, if they wouldn't have traded A.J. Brown, then things would have been different. Derrick Henry would still be there. You know what I'm saying? The same with Kevin Byard. They got rid of Kevin Byard. They technically haven't. Xavier Woods has been the best, closest thing they've had to replacing KB. But KB is at the top of the league in interceptions this year. That's the type of stuff that they do and have done. Is you just look at Will Levis. As much as people want to joke on Will Levis, maybe Brian Callahan was ruining Will Levis. Maybe the 4 touchdown game you got from Levis playing with Mike Vrabel might would have turned into what Drake May looked like this year with Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels. But if you put Brian Callahan in there, like, Brian Callahan is technically the offensive coordinator that got Joe Burrow hurt early in his career, that kept him beat up. Y'all seen his offense. I broke his offense down for y'all. He put young QBs in the hospital. That's what he do. He's in over his head. He don't know what he doing. It could be that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like this organization sets back any young player. Because even Femi, we all look at Femi like a project, right? But the thing about Femi is, like, Femi only played half of a college season at edge rusher. He was a stand-up backer. Why didn't you keep Harold Landry and Key, ex-Draymond, and let Femi work his way into rotation as like a third down edge rusher coming in and playing in spell, and a stand-up backer that would stand over the center and rush like that? I don't think he was ever meant to be a run-stopping edge rusher that he turned into it, and has got him on IR already. Who cares about Rabbit? Have you seen our last first round draft picks? Adoree Jackson, Kayla Farley, Isaiah Wilson, Traylon Burks. Like, we don't have a great track record on first round draft picks. So, like, that's why I say you could get the Tennessee Titans 5 first round draft picks. I think they get all 5 of them off. Bricker needs to go. Dude's whole press, he talks about wanting to win. When he talked about the 9 Super Bowls, we all laughed. Man, Becker, he might have more than just his claws in Miss Amy. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Cuz he might be Jody. Brian Callahan was just a yes man. And then if they really did run Bill Callahan out and like void him out because he resigned, like, man, Bill Callahan is an OG, man. Pay that man and send him on his way if you're going to fire his son. Don't fire his son and play hardball over a few dollars. Tannehill had some great years in Tennessee. Mariota had great years in Tennessee. What did they do to Mariota? Had Terry Robisky out there ruining his career. Wanted him to play on the neck stinger. He didn't want to play on he went and got his own doctor to say what was wrong with him. And the doctor was like, I don't clear you to play. You have neck stingers. Tennessee Titans doctors clear him to play. And people like, man, he's soft. Have you seen Will Levis's shoulder? Will Levis' shoulder looked like he got shoulder blades sticking out the top like the Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I mean, had to go get surgery. Like, the Tennessee Titans quarterbacks are going to start looking like the Jets. When Sam Darnold and Geno Smith left, they were throwing for 5,000 yards when they left. It's going to be like the Browns. When Baker Mayfield left, he's at the top of the league. That's what it's starting to look like. Don't go to the Jets. Don't go to the Titans. Don't go to the Browns, and stay your ass off the Saints. Like, these bottom feeder teams is going to ruin young players, bro. They just ain't going to make it. I can't really say, but it's a crazy deal that's about to happen, and it's disgusting. I seen some stuff. Inbox me, I ain't going to say nothing. You can inbox me, I ain't going to say nothing. I've seen some things. I've seen some things with Green Bay. I've seen some things with Buffalo. And I've seen some things about Chicago. Another one about the Chiefs, but I don't know. A person I think that's going to go is Pollard. I think Pollard is going to go. I think he's going to be one of the people that get gone, and people are going to be surprised that Pollard gone. But they've been overusing him, and I know he ain't going to make it through the season at the rate they using him. Let my Panthers got up and got out of that bottom feeder barrel. I think Canale has got y'all on the right direction. Celtics can't stay healthy no more, can it? All right. I'm in the shop with it. I had another point for today. I had another point for today on my page. Let me make sure I go through all of them. Yeah, I know I got to get, he said, yep, because they can't do nothing right, bro. You had something going when Vrabel was our coach. And then you get J-Rod runs it for star probability down. I mean, probably had a little something to do with it and then roll down here. Best years of Vrabel. I can sit here and talk about it, bro, but me and you both see the fans, supporters, see everything right through the office. Now, let me ask y'all a question. I was one of the ones that say Vrabel should not have been fired, and they should. I think he earned the right to get more player personnel control. But it's some deep down part of me that as bad as J-Rob's draft picks was, and as bad as he made things after the A.J. Brown trade, I think things would have ended different if Amy would have gave him through the rest of the season. I think J-Rob earned the right. I say this like, I won't apologize for him getting fired because he made some horrible. The 20 and 21 draft class and the A.J. Brown trades probably some of the most detrimental things that have happened to the Titans since they got to Nashville. But I will say the emotion, not because he didn't deserve to get fired, the emotion of A.J. Brown scoring 2 touchdowns, Traylon Burks scored a touchdown and get hurt in the game, and then A.J. Brown taking the belt off and spanking the Tennessee Titans when Christian Fulton was laying there with his hamstring in a knot after A.J. put the double move on him. The emotion she had that made her fire him is my problem. If she wouldn't have been emotional and said, you know what, we're going to go all the way through the rest of this season and we're going to see what happens. Tennessee Titans was first place. Todd Downing got a DUI in the Packer game. A.J. Brown game. She fires him. I think we were 7-5. We was number 1 in the division. Jaguars come back. The Josh Dobbs fumble, not fumble. The Chiefs overtime game. No receivers caught a pass. Run a tight end screen to Jeff Swaim in the overtime game. Yeah. But, you know, it's like at the end of the day, probably should have let J-Rob play the rest of that year out and should have made the move at the end of the year to say what she was and wasn't going to do if a plan was laid out to give Mike Vrabel more power and personnel and keep J-Rob, or change GMs at the end of the year and then give Mike Vrabel a little bit more power over player personnel. Bringing Rand in, that we now know Rand didn't really have all the power he needed to basically have Rand and Mike Vrabel have their hands tied and try to do the Will Levis trade to cover up the Malik Willis Traylon Burks issue, just made it worse. Looking back on it, should have never traded that 3rd round pick to move up with the pick swap to get Will Levis. They should have just went out and spent every draft pick on earth on defense. That's what they should have did looking back. And I'm not tripping that people get fired, but it's the timing in which they got fired. Firing Rand when we all now can see that it was Callahan, wouldn't have been able to coach a dream team. It's that Rand probably didn't pick Callahan. It probably was Brinker and Nahil and Amy. A little bit of nepotism. And then when you go forward to see Rand was another fall guy, and now we got Berganza in from the Chiefs, and they can't even come out right and say when they was asked in the press conference this week, Mike Berganza is going to pick his coach, because guess what? If that coach fails, he gets fired too, because Brinker and Amy ain't going nowhere, right? If that's the case, let him pick his guy, because you're going to have Amy and Brinker pick yet another coach, and it's going to be tied to Berganza. And the way the trend works, Berganza will get fired before this coach, especially if this coach gets in tight with Cam Ward. It's just weird, bro. Signing Rico Dowdle was a steal. Are y'all going to keep Chuba Hubbard, or y'all going to trade him when he comes back? You think Jacoby Myers gets traded? Zay, what to do? Till you fire Brinker, until you fire Bergman. But that's the thing, though. I'm not tripping on Amy owning the team and having some. It's just that like Burke Nihil is over the stadium and the concert and all that stuff, the brand of the Titans. Brinker act like he over the other stuff, but he's really running the football show from behind the scenes like a czar. You don't got to keep firing. You just need some accountability. Let Mike Bergonzi pick his coach and let the coach, both of them go. Either they both stay or they both go. I didn't like Vrabel getting fired. Vrabel got fired at the end of the year because he wanted more power. Vrabel probably walked in and said, you got Burke Nihil and Chad Brink over here. Get them out of my way so I can pick my guys. You know what I'm saying? And they probably didn't like it. They inbox and it was 7 seconds, 10 seconds.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Well, I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. I ain't gonna say nothing. I even lead on to that. I'll throw up in my mouth if that happens. I'll throw up in my mouth if that happens. It's nothing that could come. It's nothing that could come out of that would be beneficial for us. Nothing. He said that to Iran. It's gonna be crazy. It's much more. Did Rand tell all book? Ooh, we. Eric Ross said, I think it should have had a little more power. We could see, people try to talk about like the offensive linemen and stuff that Vrabel wanted that didn't work and stuff like that. Like, like, bro, no, like paying Dan Moore.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
We paid the bad team tax for him. He's actually not playing bad right now. But if we want to be honest, why on earth did we not just leave J.C. Latham at left tackle and go get a right tackle? You drafted left tackle 2 years in a row to move their positions back-to-back years. Come on, Jonnu, I got to get team of the week. Moss and Henry Cobb. He said they didn't, like he wanted more power, so he fired the guy. I mean, Chuba Hubbard is back. Rico probably going to start. Should we get touches?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
They fired him because he told the truth. They fired him the same reason why they got rid of Jarvis Brownlee. Jarvis Brownlee probably walked in there and told them, y'all don't know what y'all doing. I'm him. If you don't like the way I play, trade me. And they probably did. West Birmingham gas station, probably the shell off third. Called me crazy. I got the Bengals over the Steelers this week. Might be crazy. Eric with the 20-star bomb. Dragon stickers in the chat. 1,778 days. Tone Coop. Mr. Bipolar. Kenyo. Eric Bill. What up? Jonathan Mitchell. No relation. Oh my God. Hey Corey, please no. Corey, I'm gonna have real tears if that happens. I'm gonna have real tears if that happens. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna have real tears. Ass cheeks gonna be tight until the try to know if we safe or not safe with that. I mean, real tears, bro. I mean, real tears. Reason being,
Let me teach you how to vibe.
It's nothing there we want. Not one thing. Matt P, what it do? Not one thing. Not one thing there. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, bro. Absolutely nothing. I'm so sad, man. That can't be it. That can't be it. I might. Corey, if that happened, I'm going live without a camera on. You're just gonna hear my voice for about a week. I'm talking about snot in my nose. Do you think the Steelers gonna get AJ Brown? No, I don't think the Eagles is trading AJ Brown. Now, Callahan, I understand. Yes, fire him. But what I don't understand is you fire him when you don't have anything to plan and announce interim 4 or 5 hours. Now apparently that 4 or 5 hours was they had to get it was a handful of people that's part of Callahan's entourage that they had to kind of go around while they was doing all this. And apparently, so Callahan, his dad, and a couple people that's in the organization, you got to work out contracts and things like that before they could come and say, because some people's job description was changing, and then apparently Bill Callahan either got fired, quit, or resigned, and they got to work. They had to like the technicality of how he was going to be compensated. It's supposed to be a few little things like that that they had to get through. Cause I mean, I don't know about y'all, but listening to Mike McCoy, like Mike McCoy actually sounds like he has like some balls. So I ain't tripping on Mike McCoy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't tripping on Mike McCoy. What you talking about? I think if Chuba Huber is healthy, I think y'all should trade him. Yeah, didn't y'all pay him some money? I thought y'all pay Chuba like starting running back money. If Rico Dowdle playing like that, y'all don't think y'all gonna mess that up? Nah, I ain't either, but we need to see the improvement. Words don't matter, proof only God says. I mean, if I was gonna send Big Jeff to somebody, it's gotta be NFC, and it's gotta be somebody who either got a lot of trade capital or like willing to give up a lot. I mean, I'm talking like Khalil Mack, 3 first-round picks. I'm talking about like several, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need a lot back. Yeah, they paid him, so saying y'all might be able to trade him off. Do you think McCoy can get it done? Head job for sure. Thoughts on it? I mean, we got to see if he can galvanize the team, but Jeff Fisher was an interim coach. Like, we didn't have some interim coaches get jobs. Shrimp Alfredo. What happened to that running back y'all drafted a few years ago out of didn't y'all draft a running back out of Texas a few years ago? He's still hurt. Look like the Steelers finna running up on the Bengals, man. This what happened when you when you spend all your money on offense and your quarterback get hurt. Oh my goodness. They got Aaron Rodgers out here blocking. They do not have Aaron Rodgers out here blocking, bro. This is a whole tragedy. This is a whole tragedy. If you're a Bengal fan, man, close your eyes. Brooks. If you're a Bengal fan, close your eyes, bro. All right. If you're a Bengal fan, close your eyes. If you're a Bengal fan, close your eyes. This is not what you want to see. This is not what you want to look at. If you're a Bengal fan, close your eyes, bro. Jonathan Brooks is still on IR. But I mean, the way Dowdle playing, bro, like I wait for Brooks to come back and trade Trey, whatchamacallit. Who do you love? Are you sure? Who do you love? Are you for sure? These boys got Aaron Rodgers sliding like he ain't gonna be able to get back up when he hit the ground.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Bro, the Bengals is y'all buns, man. Bengals got Aaron Rodgers out here shaking people in the backfield, man. Get serious. Addison Skates. You saw the NCAS joint last. Yeah, I had a watch party for it. BSA Buns. Man, listen.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Trey Henderson is out. Rodgers got time for days. Yup. What y'all got to give up for Big Jeff realistically? Who all y'all got that y'all be willing to get rid of? Let's start there. Let's start with who all do y'all have that y'all willing to get rid of? Let's start there. We start there. Montez Sweat. We take Montez Sweat. He said, you want to edge so bad, bro. Look, I'm being honest. Yeah, man. Let's see. We'll send you Tavondre Sweat for Montez Sweat. Man, we ain't sending no Big Jeff to no Bears. Y'all already got KB. KB, one of the greatest Titan safeties of all time. Y'all already got him. Boy, y'all wild. Big T Sweet, y'all cool on him? Give me Randy Moss right now. Stop playing. I know KB lead the league in picks. We not here to help y'all. Rate Mutt. A 5. Good night, baby.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
He said that's kind of hot. A 5? Me saying it's dead in the middle? Zay said what you miss. You ain't missing it. You ain't miss a thing, bro. Bro, why is my game like, is anybody else's like Madden like playing like all weird and stuff? My Madden is just like weird, but I can't. Servers down. Like my Madden just be bugging, bro. Man, Joe Flacco gonna get this man killed. Joe Flacco throwing hospital balls. Man, Joe Flacco need to shave, bro. That shit look bad. Joe Flacco got beard hair growing into his chest.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
It irritates me when people don't shave like the back of their hairline or stuff like that, or cut their beard off at a certain length. Flacco throwing beans though. Flacco throwing beans. Gas man D-Can, what up? Tell me my remote then broke. Tell me my remote then broke. That's crazy. Pull Miles Garrett, one in Moss. Hey, I wish it would have been. It'd be nice if I could pull anything. I think my remote then broke. I couldn't even click on nothing. That's crazy. Pull Chris Jones. I got Kenny Murray on B&D, but it'd been nice to pull Randy Moss. Okay, I can see my players now. Hey, what is this under Key City and all this stuff? The game slow down. Do what? Sending to DC, you could do Laz. What up?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Jamar Chase just dunked on him. Jalen Ramsey just got dunked on. Sheesh. Jamar Chase just dunked on his head. But, ooh-wee. Chad, what up, though? Mm. Yeah, I seen Shazier is all TT, but I ain't excited about them. They doing. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't excited about nothing they doing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Who is Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball to right there? Who's Aaron Rodgers throwing to right there? DK Metcalf ain't try to catch the ball, did he? Said didn't have position. Man, he gotta go break that shit up. He just stood there after the pick too. Aaron Rodgers the type of person that'll throw you a jump ball. He must have thought that Metcalf was like that. Metcalf ain't one of them jump ball niggas. Cause you know Rodgers will put that thing up.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Jalen Ramsey can't guard Jamar Chase. And CFB. Mike Tomlin over there mad at the Browns now watching this. My Mike Tomlin over there mad right now. Yeah, I was kind of confused at their defense. KT2 Dolph, what up? Boys making it interesting, ain't it? All right, look. If y'all watching right now, you on Facebook, you on YouTube, tap
Let me
in on
teach
Kick
you
and
how to
Twitch.
vibe.
I'm ready to turn some music on. We're gonna continue building out this most feared while watching the football game.